Okay, hello. I just did a complete live and I wasn't on, so my apologies for anybody that's in the chat. I just did the whole thing and then I realized that it wasn't actually on live. So forgive me, but it looks like it is now because it's counting down. So, hello and welcome. Thank you to anyone that waited, and I really do appreciate you. I'm so excited about today because today I'm starting the ABCs of Caregiving Made Simple. My name is Demita, and I'm coming on live tonight to share some things with you. But before we get started with today's conversation, I just want you to know that this is for educational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for individualized professional advice. I am not a medical doctor. I am a registered nurse, and I'm just going to give you some tips that I've learned over the many years of being in the medical field, over 30, between being a home health aide, personal caregiver, helping to take care of my mom, and being a registered nurse. So, the name of this channel is Business After 60. So, you might be wondering, well, how does that relate to the ABCs of caregiving? Because I'm a nurse and I actually did not go back to nursing school until I was 50. And then I did not step out as an entrepreneur until I was 60. So, that's how it relates. So, Servants Who Care and Companion Care are two companies that I am the founder and owner of. I'm very proud of it. It's my heart, it's my passion. I'm excited that God has chose me to be in such a very special role. I don't take it lightly what I do. I don't take it lightly that people trust me, that people allow me to care for their loved ones in the most vulnerable times of their lives. I take it near and dear to my heart. It's not work to me. They say once you find something you love, it's not work, and that is definitely true for me. This is something that I love doing. So now that we have that out of the way, again, I want to extend an apology for anybody that logged on and I was not on. I am still getting used to all this new technology with the streaming and the taping and all these things. So it'll get better. I promise you, it's going to get better. But I'm glad you came and I hope you stay and I hope that you engage with me in the comments. If you have any questions about anything, if I cannot answer it live, then I will reach out to one of my many friends in the medical field. And again, it does not substitute for any individualized professional advice. But if you have a question, I'll be more than happy to reach out to some of my people that I know that are near and dear to me to see if I can get those questions answered for you. So, with that being said, again, thank you for joining. And so, again, I just want to reiterate that this conversation is for educational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for any individualized professional advice. Okay? All right. So, today is the first day. So excited. I just got off work and I could not wait to come home and do this. I worked a 12-hour shift the last 3 days, actually 4 days. So I worked 48 hours in the last 4 days, 12-hour shifts. Love it. That's not a complaint. But I came right home and started working on this because I love this too. I had no idea. You had asked me last year about this time if I would be sitting in front of a camera streaming about two businesses that I've started, uh, doing things that are near and dear to my heart. I probably would have looked at you sideways because it just was not something that I had on my bingo card, as people say. But when God speaks to you and He gives you direction, especially when you pray for Him to use you, as I do, then you go where He tells you to go. You don't question it. You have that blind faith, that faith of a mustard seed. So when He told me to do it, I did it. And here I am. I'm going to give it everything that I have. And so here we go. All right. So this is A. And for A, we're going to go A through Z, just so you know. Every night, I'm going to come on and use a letter of the alphabet and talk about things that caregivers experience, whether it be the person, the family member, or, if you're caring for someone. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So today is A, and we're going to start with aging in place. All right. This is Caregiving Made Simple, day 1. Again, hello, welcome to day 1 of Caregiving Made Simple, the ABCs of Caregiving. My name is Demita. I'm a registered nurse, and I am the founder and owner of Two's Company Companion Care and Servants Who Care. So for the next 26 days, I'm going to be spending time going from letter A to Z, about 15 minutes of your time. We're going to talk about issues that affect adults, caregivers, and families. And we're going to start with the big one, aging in place. But instead of just giving you a definition, I want you to answer a question that families might be asking themselves. How do you know if mom or dad can stay home safely? Aging in place simply means being able to remain in the home or in their community safely, independently, and comfortably as we get older, because we're all going to get older. And I understand why so many people want that. They think, well, let's think about home and what home means to them. Their favorite chair is there, their pictures are there, memories, neighbors, everything that they know is there. They may have been there for 20, 30, 40, 50, sometimes 60 years. Their home represents memories, but it also represents something very important, independence. So here's what I want families to understand. The question isn't always, can mom or dad live home alone? Yes or no. There's a whole lot of space between being completely independent and needing around the clock care. Sometimes it's simply a person needing some extra support. So here are 5 things that I want you to look at. Number 1, meals. When you go there, I want you to open the refrigerator. Seriously, open up the refrigerator. What's in there? Is there food in there that's spoiling? Are they still preparing meals? Are there groceries in there? Are they skipping meals? Has their weight noticeably changed? Are they losing a lot of weight? Sometimes, on first glance, it doesn't, it's not as dramatic as it seems. You may just look and think, oh, yeah, they're losing weight. But then when you look in the refrigerator and see the food is full, they're missing meals, they're losing weight. When you put all that stuff together, that can be a big deal. Is the refrigerator empty? Okay. So, number 2, I want you to look around the house. Use fresh eyes. Are there rugs that are loose on the floor, tripping hazards, cluttered walkways? Do they have good lighting? Do they have difficulty getting around? Are they leaning on the furniture, leaning on the wall? Are the stairs becoming harder and harder to get up and down? Has housekeeping become overwhelming? Does it take their breath away? Does it totally exhaust them? And don't wait until someone falls to start thinking about fall prevention. Do that now. We know that falls are a significant concern for older adults. Sometimes a few changes around the house can make a tremendous difference. Number 3, their daily routines. I want you to pay attention to this as well. Is mom still getting dressed every day? Is dad opening the mail? Are there appointments that are being missed? Is the laundry piling up? Are there things that were routine that are suddenly becoming difficult, or even over, a long term, they just start to get more difficult for them? Have they missed any appointments? Now, that's not necessarily a problem, but what we're looking for is patterns and changes. Number 4, their social connection. And this one is very important to me because we all need people. You know that song, People Who Need People? Okay, I'm not going to sing for you guys, but it's true. We all need people. Now, your loved one can have food. They can have a beautiful house. They can even have television and cable. They can have everything physically around them that they need, and they can still be lonely. So I want you to ask, how much meaningful human interaction are they actually having? Yeah, they have a lot of people that can call them, but are they calling them? How many people actually do call? Number 5. Now, this might be the most important one. Ask your loved one, what do they need? Don't give them a yes or no question. Give them an open-ended question. What has become harder? What would make things easier? What would help you feel safer at home? Sometimes we're so busy trying to protect someone that we stop asking what they actually want. And I believe care should be something we do with people, not simply to people. Now, here's where companion care helps, where it can come in. Maybe someone doesn't need a 24-hour caregiver. Maybe they don't need to leave their home. Maybe they just need companionship, help with meals, help with errands, maybe someone to accompany them to an appointment, a regular check-in, someone to sit down and talk. Or maybe their family caregiver needs a break. The gap is one of the reasons that I created Two's Company Companion Care. I want families to understand that asking for help doesn't automatically mean that they're giving up their independence. Sometimes getting the right amount of help at the right time is exactly what someone needs to help them remain independent. And here's your caregiving made simple challenge for today. The next time you visit an older person, I don't want you to just say, "Are you okay?" Because you know what they're probably going to say, "I'm fine." Instead, I want you to look, I want you to listen, I want you to have a conversation. Open the refrigerator, notice the house, look around, ask what has become difficult. And most importantly, I want you to ask what would make life a little bit easier for you right now. That's A. That's aging in place. I told you I wasn't going to keep you long. But if this information helped you, I want you to please share this video with someone that's caring for an aging parent or a loved one. And subscribe, because tomorrow we're moving to B, bathing, boundaries, and dignity. And we're going to talk about a question that family members don't often feel comfortable asking. Why won't mom or dad bathe? The answer may not be what you think. I'm Demita. I'm the owner and founder of Two's Company Companion Care and Servants Who Care. This is Caregiving Made Simple. I'll see you tomorrow. And before I close, I just want to say how near and dear this is to me. This means so much to me. And I see I have someone in the chat. That's always nice when you go live and you have someone in the chat. Looks like there are a couple people there. Thank you so much. God bless you. If there's anything that I said tonight that will help you, or a loved one, a neighbor, a friend, maybe even an elderly person from church that you knew as a kid that you haven't talked to in a while. Sometimes that one conversation, just one phone call, can make all the difference in the world. We think about people sometimes, but we don't actually do that next thing and pick up the phone or write a letter. I remember back in the day when I would get a letter in the mail, a postcard from someone, and that just totally made my day. You know, we're moving so fast today in this world that we just stop and forget about those little bitty things that can make a big difference to someone. I want you guys to know that I am so excited about this series because I get to share things that are personal to my heart. I get to know you a little bit better, and prayerfully we'll be able to help someone by a family member removing a rug, or noticing what's in the refrigerator, noticing that that loved one is losing weight. They're not communicating as much. They're shutting down. We want to reach out to those people that were there for us when we were younger. So I don't see any questions in the chat, but I'm super excited that I do have someone there. And so I'd like to close with my signature line: a mustard seed is all I need. And then I just want to reiterate that nothing I've talked about negates not seeing a professional. So this is for educational purposes only, and it is not substituted for individualized professional advice. I am a registered nurse, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, none of those things, but I know those people. So if you have a question about any of that, please make sure you leave a question for me in the comment, or just a like, subscribe, follow me for these next 26 days, because it's going to be exciting. We're going to learn some stuff. I went to the store tonight just to pick up some more things for the letter E, because we're going A through Z. And I'm going to show an emergency kit, which we all should have one prepared. We should have one in our car. We should have one in our home. If God forbid something would happen and we had to grab a bag and get out quick, those are things that we want to have prepared and ready right now, not next week, not 2 months down the road. We need that right now, just in case, because we don't want to prepare for an emergency when the emergency is actually happening, right? We want to be prepared for that in advance. So thank you guys so much. I just got off work, but I was so excited to come and do this. And I'm so glad that God gave me the strength to do it. Every day is a blessing. Every day is a gift. I don't take it lightly that I'm given this opportunity and this platform. And if I can just reach one person, help one person, then to God be the glory. So on that, I don't have any questions. Thank you so much for joining. That means the world to me. I will go ahead and conclude the night. And don't forget, we care about other people, but give yourself a hug. That's important. because a hug means the world. It makes you just feel like you're cared about, and you are cared about. I care about you that join me in the comments, that view this video. I care about you, and I thank you so much. God bless you.